Grab your cup. Have you ever had one of those days where nothing goes the way you wanted it to go? Nothing turns out. Nothing is equal to, the outcomes are nowhere near equal to the effort that you put in. Have you ever had one of those days or weeks or years? That's the Friends song, isn't it? Have you ever had one of those relationships? Have you ever had one of those jobs? I had a day like that. I just had one. And like anybody else, I was in the frustration of it. I was in the resignation of it. I had all of the thoughts and feelings that we all have when things are happening not the way we want them to happen. And I'm grateful for the tools that I know and that I have at my disposal to be able to move through it. So I want to share 3 things with you. Well, it's one thing, 3 parts. If you ever have one of those days, if you never have one of those days, if life never throws you a curveball, you don't need to listen to the rest of this, okay? You can just kind of keep doing what you're doing because it's clearly working very well. But if you ever have those kinds of days, experiences, relationships, here's one thing that really makes all the difference. And that is understanding that there are 3 kinds of beliefs that are showing up that are causing the response. So the problem is not the outcome. The problem is not, oh, I put all this effort in and I got this result. The problem is not, how anything is showing up. The problem, the frustration, the upset, all of the things is in the way that we see it. And we're going to see it through 3 possible lenses. So the first is our beliefs about ourselves, all right? My belief about myself. So if I am doing something and it doesn't turn out, my beliefs about myself, if they are there and they are limiting or negative, I'm not good enough, I'm too old, I'm not old enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough. Whatever my beliefs are about myself, see, that job didn't turn out because I'm not really good enough to have that level of job. See, that relationship is so frustrating because I'm not worthy of getting somebody better. See, I'm too old to have fill in your blank, whatever. I'm too young to have fill in your blank. So any beliefs that you have about yourself are going to show up in those experiences when things aren't working out. And it's the belief about yourself that's going to keep you in the upset and the frustration. The second part is the beliefs about other people. So it might be people in your relationship that you're in relationship with. They don't ever listen to me. People don't respect me. It might be, parents and extended family. People don't love me the same way they love my sister. People don't respect me. People are not trustworthy. People are out to get me. So any beliefs that you have about the people, about other people, specific people and people in general, okay? And then the third one is, what beliefs do you have about the world? So the world is a harsh place. Money and success are very difficult and only allowed for an X number of people. The world is not safe. I can't be safe in my house. I can't be safe at night. Anything like that. And those beliefs are going to really drive the feelings that you're having. So again, it's not about whatever showed up when you're having one of those days. It's about those things that are showing up that are driving your beliefs to come to the surface. And your beliefs then are going to determine how you respond to what's showing up. So if I put out some effort to have an outcome and the outcome doesn't happen, and I say to myself, Well, see, there's the proof. I don't have what it takes. I'm not smart enough. I don't really get it. I am too old to learn this. If I go on a date and I come home and I go, see, there's no great guys out there. There's just no good men left. All the good ones are taken. If I try for a job, apply for a job, or I'm in a job and I'm working really hard, and maybe my manager or my boss says, this isn't good. This, like, you need to do better. This is not what we asked for. And then my response is, people are never happy, right? Those are the things that are going to keep you frustrated and upset. So it always comes down to your limiting beliefs in 3 areas. Number 1, yourself, other people, and the world in general. And where those beliefs got created is very, very core to how you see yourself in the world. Does that make sense? So in order to stop having frustrating experiences, the experiences are not going to stop. Life is not going to always show up, unless you're one of the people who stop listening because your life does show up perfectly all the time. Then yay you. But for most of us, life is not showing up that way. So how we deal with it comes down to those core foundational beliefs that we've created and that we collect evidence for all the time, every time something happens. And then having the ability to rewire that and to move ourselves out of that changes everything about how the day goes. And it changes whether you stay in upset over and over and over, or you move through your life in a very different way. So if you know that your beliefs are really stopping you from experiencing life in a better way, and if you know that frustration and anger and resentment and feeling not good enough is a regular part of your life, drop me a comment. I'd love to send you a masterclass that I did so that you can watch it in a little more depth than this conversation over a cup of coffee. So drop me a comment that says me, and have a good day.